Oklahoma has a new law related to domestic violence, an update on the winter wheat harvest, and it's super regional time for college softball teams. This is the KGOU PM News Brief for Thursday, May 23rd. I'm Deborah Shar. A new law will lead to lighter criminal sentences for some survivors of abuse. Governor Kevin Stitt signed the Survivors Act earlier this week. We get details from Oklahoma Public Media Exchange's Kate Kelly.
Senate Bill 1835 is known as the Oklahoma Survivors Act. It directs courts to reduce the sentences of criminal defendants if they can prove physical, sexual, or psychological abuse was a substantial contributing factor in their offense. For example, this means defendants who have been convicted of killing their spouse would receive a lighter sentence if they can prove they were the victim of domestic abuse. The new law does not apply to defendants who have been convicted of an offense that puts them on the sex offender registry, nor to defendants who have received the death penalty. Stitt previously vetoed a version of the bill, saying it went too far. Lawmakers ended up raising the burden of proof for defendants in the most recent version of the bill, which the governor ultimately signed. In Oklahoma City, I'm Kate Kelly.
Construction has started on a pedestrian bridge in Oklahoma City across the Oklahoma River. The bridge will link the river's north and south sides, providing a crossing for pedestrians and cyclists. The city says during construction, the Greenway River Trail between the Boathouse District and Eastern Avenue will be closed. The MAPS 4 funded project is expected to be complete by next year. It's the first of two pedestrian bridges planned to span the river. Winter wheat is Oklahoma's top crop, and its harvest has begun. Last year, the golden grain had below average production, but so far this year, the crop is in better condition. Oklahoma Public Media Exchange's Anna Pope reports.
The wheat harvest started recently, and things are looking good early on. When looking at the overall quality of the crop right now, the Oklahoma Wheat Commission says the state might have avoided concerns of freeze or drought damage. But there will probably be challenges in areas that missed out on timely rains. Wes Lee is the Oklahoma Mesonett's agricultural coordinator. He says most of the state is fortunate because it has experienced close to a normal amount of rainfall.
It's been 2 or 3 really rough years on cool season crops. So I think, we're optimistic to see some average to close to average yields in part of the state.
As harvest ramps up and producers dodge hail, they will likely keep their eyes on the weather in the next few days. In Oklahoma City, I'm Anna Pope.
The Oklahoma Sooners and Oklahoma State Cowgirls are still alive in the softball postseason. Oklahoma Public Media Exchange's Ryan LaCroix reports on which teams they will face in super regional play.
The Sooners are chasing their 4th straight national championship. But to advance to the Women's College World Series, OU will have to beat the Florida State Seminoles twice in a best-of-3 game series starting tonight at 6 in Norman. OU beat FSU last season in the championship series. The Cowgirls, meanwhile, are in pursuit of their first softball national title in program history. They'll aim to best the Arizona Wildcats in Stillwater in Game 1 of the series tonight at 7. In Oklahoma City, I'm Ryan LaCroix.
You can find more Oklahoma news on our website, kgou.org, and on the KGOU AM NewsBrief podcast. I'm Deborah Shar.
Hi, it's Terry Gross, the host of Fresh Air. We bring you in-depth, long-form interviews with actors, directors, musicians, authors, journalists, and more. Listen to our Peabody Award-winning Fresh Air podcast from WHYY and NPR.